All right, we are done excavating for the year. We got the excavator fixed. We still have to do around the front side. We have to do this little front, that little edge, and just this edge. But we said, screw it. We're gonna do it next year. So we got it all put together, everything done. She's getting ready to go and get dropped in the garage, the storage shed, on the low boy. And we were done with her this year. She will come out. She's going in hibernation for the summer. She comes out wintertime. Well, and just like that, planters put away for the year for corn, excavators put away for the year. She's just the opposite. She's out summertime, she's out wintertime. Shut these big barn doors. Shed is empty this time of year. I gotta put the combine back in here. I had to pull the combine out to get that, so I'm gonna drive her up in here. She needs a bath bad. And I'm gonna get a drink and start finishing up. I'm gonna finish up the fungicide today, get that all done. Yeah, she needs a bath. that's it. All right, so I just got it planted, started planting across town here. We got Mr. Tom coming by with his big planter. But he's got a case though, so I'll get him on video today. Just got started. I had a wheel sensor go bad. It's what runs the planter actually. It's crazy how a sensor can screw the whole entire thing up here. I don't understand it. So, but we're going. All right, so I've had nothing but trouble with that sensor back there. We put a new one on, and the new sensor, when they gave it to us, we looked at it in the box, and the tip of it was like halfway on there. We put it on, first round tip comes off, so that was a defective sensor, so I got to take that back. They didn't have any more at any other John Deere locations around here. So Mark, the guy at John Deere, he's got one coming from Clayton, but they did have the same planter sitting over Salisbury, and they were nice enough to let us go over there, take that used sensor off, and put on this planter. And would you believe that a brand new sensor wouldn't work, but a used sensor has worked perfect. I haven't had the planter cut off one time. So it's just weird how stuff like that works. So anyway, we got the used sensor on. It's worked perfect so far. I'll show you all the sensor in a little while, but it's a sensor on the wheel that I guess it reads the turning of, like, there's like a disc on the frame of the wheel on the axle, and it reads that, and that's how the planter plants, knows the plant that it's going, and to mark your screen. And it's crazy that a little teeny sensor like that can shut a whole tractor and planter down. But it's just blows my mind. But anyway, we got her going. It's been a frustrating morning. They're calling for rain tonight, so I'd like to get as much planted as I can, but she's going now. So we didn't want to bring the seed wagon over to tender with beans because we didn't know we could get going and then have to take it all the way back across town. We didn't want it over here while it rained, but they went to go get it because she has it messed up. So I don't know. I just got all that done, so now I'm headed to Bonneville Farm. It's about 2 miles down the road. This is Route 12 in Snow Hill, headed towards, actually what I'm doing now is I'm headed towards Snow Hill, but Girdle Tree is behind me. So this is what it looks like down this way. Take the tender home and load it up. And I'm gonna start this farm. This farm is, I think, 55 acres, something like that. So it shouldn't take me long. It's a bunch of sections though. It's 4 sections, so that's only a pain in the butt about it. Hey, we got a special guest tonight. Look who came in row with me, and look, she's even wearing her farm shirt. Look at her. She is on cue tonight. She must want something. Yeah, boy. Good morning. It is Saturday. I think it's the 13th. Yeah, 13th. So I got 50 acres left to do, and then I will be done early beans. Get this done, I will be taking the tractor home. I have an oil leak. There's an S-pipe by the hydraulic filters on the passenger side, and they are coming to fix it. It's just leaking slowly, but apparently they go bad, the gaskets and everything eventually. So they just told me to get this done. I mean, it's just a slow dribble, but still got to get fixed, but we're trying to get the early beans done because then she will be sitting for a while we're waiting for wheat. So that's the game plan. Make it through these little bit of acres left, and then go ahead and get this thing, all the little tender loving care things that need to be done with it, fixed. That way she'll be ready to put beans in after wheat. And yeah, it's supposed to rain at lunchtime, so it is 7:09 now. I've been out here for a little while. So I'm trying to get these done and move back home before it rains. I have a cornfield that needs to be sprayed where the veg was. We got a little bit of jump that's coming back. I really wish I could get that sprayed before it rains because it does have some bottoms. And once it rains, you can't get in there for a little while, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. If not, I'll just wait. It's supposed to be nice, I think, all next week and everything. So, but the important thing is getting these beans in and getting them done and worry about everything else after that. So that's the plan today. The sun just did peek up over the trees here, so good cover crop. Good wheat. We had this in cover crop. The airplane sprayed in our corn, but it actually turned out better than I thought it would. I mean, this would definitely hold the moisture in and cover the ground, weed pressure and everything else, but it will definitely hold this moisture in if it gets dry. I am planting a 4-9 bean. I think they're Dynagrow 4-9s. First time we've ever planted anything that long. Normally 4-8s are the longest, but where these are early beans, we went ahead and tried some 4-9s, see how that works out. Planting them at 169, 170,000. It fluctuates. Alright, so while I'm up at the farm, I just washed off the hydraulic leak just to get back from planting that last field. Got the tractor back, washed the hydraulic leak off because they're going to come fix it next week. But while I'm up here, I will show you guys the first field that I planted. This is the first field of corn that I planted. It is starting to come on. We've had a couple days of heat, and it is really taking off. There is some, I don't do a pre-emerge spray. We wait until everything is up and then we go ahead and spray, because we found that spraying right after we plant is a waste of money and time, and the weeds come back and grass comes back anyway, and then you gotta spray it again. So I do have some weeds out here. As you can see, there's a couple here, there's a group up there. So I don't do any spraying until after the corn gets up, and I'll probably let it get a little bit taller, and then I'll go ahead and hit it with Halix and atrazine, and it takes care of it all. And by the time that the corn will start closing the rows up, when we go to cut, our fields are clean. I mean, it shades it perfect. We found we actually save a sprayer pass and money doing that. So all these chemical guys and seed guys try to say, oh, you right after you spray, put a pre-emerge on, and it's a waste of money. Don't listen to them, because this shit doesn't work, and you got to come back and spray again anyway. So we do a burn down, and then we let the corn get up, and then we come back with Halix and atrazine, and it wipes out everything. And then by that time the fields are closed up, and the corn, I mean, it's just, it makes it, to me, it makes it better. So my swath control was working pretty much everywhere. This is the first test field, so there was a couple things in here. I think some of that's coming in, and you see another one where it's coming in. So the way I got it set, I think this is the field that I was toying with it in and getting it right. So that's pretty pretty good if I can. It's either the outpass or impasse is this one, where it's even, and then where you'll see a couple, it's where I was probably coming back in or going out. I can't remember which one is the right one, but I mean, it's still, was it one plant? So I like to stop it right at that first row, pretty much. But yeah, it looks good. Getting some height on it, quick. I mean, just the other day, this stuff was really short. Now all of a sudden, bam, it's taking off. So that's just this field. Like I said, this is the first field that I planted, so I was learning to plant it and everything, but it still looks good. And as I do more videos, I will do some other fields. Everything's coming up, seems to be coming up pretty good. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I'm not like 4 or 5 months behind on videos like some of these guys are. You'll see their YouTube videos, and it'll be snowing. But then if you look them on Instagram, they're on Instagram and they're just about done planting corn. So I don't mind being like a week or two behind, but I don't want to be 3 or 4 months behind and getting y'all footage. So this will be the end of the video. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to every mom out there, every female that's a mom. Happy Mother's Day, and hopefully all y'all's kids get you something. So I know Miss Eastern Shore Farmer, she just headed up to Ohio to be with her daughters for Mother's Day for a week. So I'm stuck here all by myself. And happy Mother's Day to her too. She deserves it, because she goes through a lot, and she treats my son just like it's her own son. So I'm proud of her. She works hard, good mother, good person, except for when she's mean to me. But yeah, see you later. Planted them back there a day ahead of these, so I'm sure quite a few more has popped through, and they're up probably a lot taller. But you wouldn't believe what one day difference actually makes on planting things. When I do a corn check, I'll show you. I have 2 fields side by side, and I planted one, I think 2 days before I planted the other one. And man, it's just crazy the growth stage that both of them fields have. Just getting it in 2 days early. But all right, this is really the end of the video. I was just riding. I wanted to come check these beans. I was looking at corn. Corn looks awesome. Beans look good. So good. That's what it's all about, getting it out of the ground, making sure it's right. So all right, happy Mother's Day. See you.